See, Scania had some really big balls releasing this truck as the new model. Because in fact, it's new, but it isn't. Why? Because it looks exactly the same how it looks in the last, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. The only modifications they did is at the gearbox, at the engine, at the drivetrain, at the chassis. They changed nothing on how the truck looks, and that's a good thing. In my opinion, still is, for me, one of the best. No, scrap that. It's the best truck out there. It's a perfect combination between a Volkswagen and the truck. Everything is exactly where it should be. Everything works exactly how it should work. But they forgot one thing, because the old model only had one problem, and that is when it was raining outside, it was also raining on the inside, right here on the driver's window. Did they fix that problem with this new model? No. No, unfortunately, I can't show you that, because today it's a pretty nice day. We got dry weather, no rain coming in today, but yesterday was horrible outside. And guess what? In the same place, right about here, where the old model used to drip inside, this model, the new one, is also pouring with rain. And it's not a problem with the door, because this truck has 28,000 kilometers. Yeah, fucking hell. Fucking tipper drivers. Like I said, only 28,000 kilometers, and once again, it's pouring down with rain when it's raining outside. So basically, they had only one job to do, and that is to keep the water from outside from coming in the truck. Unfortunately, they failed. Now, speaking of the Scania, you're probably gonna ask me, what the hell am I still doing here? Because last week I've told you that I'm gonna move to another company, probably get a job on containers. Well, that was the plan, and I've been screwed, like literally. What happened is I've been speaking to an agency about a job on containers. They were very happy, they were very keen to have me on board. Plenty of experience on containers, plenty of experience, blah blah blah, all that good shit. And I was actually booked for this week to do some containers, and I had to phone them on Friday. Said, look, everything is okay. Am I still on since from Monday? I mean Tuesday, because Monday was the Queen's funeral. And they were like, oh, hang on, we've been meaning to call you. Now the problem is that these guys don't take LTD drivers anymore. And I was like, you're gonna tell me like when? Tuesday morning or Monday evening? Why didn't you phone me? We just got this, and they're not accepting LTD anymore, and if you want to go pay away. I said, no, I don't want to go pay away. And yeah, pretty much that was it. And you see, every time, because I'm getting a lot of this, every time somebody asks me if I know a good agency or not, what agency I can recommend. And honestly, I can't recommend any agency, because they're all the same. And if I'm gonna recommend, say, the name of an agency, and you're gonna go there and you're gonna get screwed over, maybe you're gonna blame me, you know? So that's why I never recommend any particular agency to anyone, because they're all the same. And if they're gonna get screwed over, well, that's on them. I just don't want anyone to blame me for recommending a crappy agency, you know what I mean? Now, talking about employers, I've got a good one for you, but I just need to get where we're going now, because I have to pull out my phone. This is gonna be a funny one. But yeah, anyway, this week, what I've been doing, well, basically I've been doing the same thing. I've been doing shunting. Well, not in the yard shunting, I mean a bit of a long distance, just local kind of shunting. basically what I'm doing is taking some trailers from the yard, or meeting up drivers a bit up north, or just around, you know. I'm taking their trailers, I'm taking their trucks, and I'm going to tip them in some place where we are going right now. So I'll be honest with you, I've been doing some short runs this week, but I've noticed something that is not quite so pleasing with this new Scania, and I don't know, to be honest, what they've done to the chassis. But I've noticed, especially when it's wet, that sometimes the trailer is pushing the unit from the back, and it kind of skids just a little bit. Now, what you have to know is that I'm not weighing a lot. I mean, what I've got behind me is a full load of empty trays, just empty plastic trays. Of course, there is a bit of weight, but the lift axle doesn't even go down, so it is not really, it's not a lot. And especially right here, and especially on the wet, on this surface right here, when I'm going around this bend, the trailer is pushing the unit. Now, I don't know if something to do with the tarmac, because I've been coming also with the Volvos and with the Mercs on this road, and neither of them had this problem. But I don't know, I'm not so sure they've done a great job with this chassis. I don't know if it's lighter, I don't know if it's longer or shorter, but yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with that. So, yesterday I got this email from, I got my CV on Indeed, and what happens is, I think employers can actually see your CV, and they can invite you to apply if you want to. So I got this email from them. We saw your profile on Indeed, and we thought it would be a great match for the HGV Class 1 driver opportunity. Please submit a quick application if you have any interest. And the ad was like this: pay from 800 a week, day shift Monday to Friday. They're looking for self-employed Class 1 drivers. I was like, from 800 a week, that's not quite bad. Only problem was the distance. maybe around 25-30 minutes of commuting each day. A bit much, but I was like, you know what, if the job it's okay, I mean, it's worth it in my opinion. So I got I got the message at an SMS, right? 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna put it right here on the screen. Morning, you applied for my job that I posted on Indeed. Are you a self-employed driver? Do you have a full license? No points lost. Whereabouts are you living? Now, all that information was already written on my CV. It was, everything is right there. Even the title is experience, 7 or 8 years experience, no points on license, got everything. You know, all the information is right there. So clearly he didn't even read the CV. Okay, I said, hey, yes, I'm LTD, full license, no post, I live in Knowsley. And he says, Knowsley, not too far from Newton Lee Willows. And I was like, depends on how good the job is, because like I said, if it's a good job, if it's worth commuting to the actual job, to the workplace, then no, it's not that far away. He replies, meaning job is job, or are there difference in driving job? So first of all, I think I'm sure my English, I think it's better than his, and I'm absolutely rubbish at English, but I can definitely write and spell better than he is. I don't know if it's, I don't know if he's a foreigner or whatever, but he's definitely, his English is absolutely useless. So what he's saying is, job is job, or are there difference in driving job? Well, of course there's a difference between driving jobs. I mean, how can you even ask that question? I mean, of course there's a difference if you're gonna do trunking, if you're gonna do store deliveries, if you're working on flatbeds, if you're working on ADI, if you're, I mean, this, yeah, it is a job to be a HGV driver, but there are so many aspects of it. I mean, of course it depends if you're gonna pay that £800 an hour, what you're gonna do for it, right? Because if you're gonna do tankers, no, that then is not worth it. If you're gonna do trunk jobs, then yeah, it's gonna worth it. If you're gonna do store deliveries, maybe it's not gonna worth it. So of course I'm interested what kind of job it is. And my response is, I mean, that's when I blew up. That's when I knew I didn't even stand a chance. So I'm saying, how many hours per day, and what is the job? Of course there's a difference in driving jobs. You are the owner and you should know this. So of course I didn't get any reply after that. But I mean, how can you even ask if there's a difference between what's the difference between jobs? And I mean, how can you even ask that? That's just how, not most, because I just wanted to say most, but no, that's how these employers are looking for drivers. They think they are God. They think, I don't know, they can set up terms. They think they're gonna find drivers. Well, they are gonna find drivers, because I mean, I'm not too sure, even when I'm thinking about it now, not even sure with that attitude that he will actually find many drivers to work for him. But I mean, this attitude of employers is just wrong. And from the second message, it was already a pass, a no for me, absolutely, just because of the way he talks. But yeah, with that attitude, I mean, that's what I'm always saying. If you're not happy about something, just leave. I think I'm getting emails now every single day, and a bunch of them. And with that attitude, you won't find drivers. You won't find drivers that you're gonna keep, you know. Yes, what I'm trying to say is that not expecting for an employer to beg for drivers, because that's just not the way to do it. But I'm expecting a little bit of respect. You know what I mean? If you're Because let's be honest, I'm doing them a favor as well as they are doing us a favor, right? We work for the money, so we have to collaborate. If he doesn't have any drivers, he's not making money. If we don't have any employers, then we don't make any money. I guess what I'm saying is that we are a bit lucky in this industry because everybody's kind of desperate about drivers, and we can choose our own workplaces. But I mean, definitely the attitude of your employer has to be I don't know, not submissive. I'm trying to say, just be, I don't know, just try to act like you're speaking to a person, you know, not to consider that if you have the truck or if you have the company, you're above someone. We can always choose what jobs we want and to do or what not to do. We have this opportunity. We are lucky in that aspect, because I know a lot of people who are really struggling to get jobs in other domains, and it's not easy. But if you're gonna be an employer, fuck's sake, I mean, first of all, what I would suggest for everybody who's looking for jobs on Indeed, make sure that the job description is written in the details. Otherwise, you're gonna be full of surprises, and nobody wants surprises. But because you're gonna go there for 1 day, and if you don't like it, you're just gonna walk away. And I don't really care about if he's gonna have a brand new Scania or 2 million kilometers Iveco or whatever. What's most important is that the job you're searching for, the job that they offer is what you're looking for, you know, and that is really important. was the second one done. Basically that's what I've been doing the whole week, and just tipping trailers. Now I've got one more to do, but unfortunately the driver who's bringing the trailer has been delayed. He's coming from Scotland, and I'm going up north to meet him. But Friday today, just look at the traffic on the M6. I think all the way to 24 should be like that. Now look at the queue. This left lane, they are usually stuck there because they're going out. They're joining the 62. But yeah, that's Friday afternoon traffic for you. So yeah, I'm going up north to meet this guy, and I'm bringing the last trailer of the day. Pretty easy week, and I guess that's my point of this video, because I've told you that last week I wasn't happy. with the job that I was doing, and I could talk to the guys, and they put me on another job. But that's only gonna be for this week. Next week I'll be going up to Scotland again. Only this time I'm gonna have a curtain cider, and I'll be having earlier starts. Should be around 6 o'clock start. Have to get there before noon. I've been told I'm racing the train. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess I'm gonna be racing the train. Not too happy that I'm gonna have a curtain side decker, especially with the winter just around the corner. It's storm season once again, going into Scotland, so it's gonna be fun. But at least, yeah, I'm happy because I'm gonna get early starts. That's the plan anyway. Right, let's go get the last trailer, and I'll see you there. Here we are, back with the third one. I've swapped trucks this time because it was easier that way. This is not one of the super models. This is the first generation of the new generation. It makes sense. Okay, now I forgot how to park. I'm way off again. Jesus Christ. What happened to me? In this video I will show you how not to park. I think that will be a great intro. Do I have an excuse because I've changed trucks? No, because it's the same freaking truck, isn't it? Oh no, this has got a different chassis. Yeah, that's right. Good excuse. Right. Ah, awful coffee. Right. Bottom line, I think, on this video is that there is a lot of work. This is how my email looks like. I'm bombarded with messages. Would like to receive your application. Just today, since this morning, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emails just from Indeed regarding my CV on Indeed. So yeah, there's plenty of work. Bottom line is, if you're an employer, treat your employees or your future employees like humans, not like shit, because nobody is forced to work with you, or nobody's owing you anything. That's how I see it. See, me personally, I have a sort of a, maybe let's say, different approach to what work is, but that's just me, because throughout my life, maybe in total, I've worked for other people, like really work, like really have a real job and be like employed. I was only employed for like 6 months in total. I was 3 months employed when I was out the first time I ever drove a truck, and I think I had maybe 3 or 4 months in another place. I was an agent renting cars, and that's all my employment history, if you want to call it that. I have other approaches to what work is. That's why I'm not getting a full-time job, because I don't want to have a boss telling me what to do or when to do it. Even though what I'm doing is basically the same thing, the only difference is that I can walk out tomorrow or find another place if I don't like something. Maybe that's why I like to stay limited, as a limited driver or an agency driver, because I can just walk away very easily, and not having that idea in my head that I have a boss. Maybe that's why, because I never worked for anybody all my life. Either I was working for myself or for my father or for my family, or that's about it. So that's why maybe I'm a bit difficult. Maybe that's why I don't want to get a real proper job, you know. But hey, that's just me. That's my opinion. So if you want to find drivers, speak with them humane. Speak with them nice. Don't be a dick, because you're not impressing anybody, because you're telling them that work is work. Whatever you're doing, HGV driving job is a HGV driving job, because it's not the same thing. If you believe that, you're an idiot and you should not even own a company. But hey, that's just my opinion. Shh, don't tell everybody. Right, I'm gonna leave it here. Next week, probably all week, to Scotland with the curtain cider. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching this, and don't forget to subscribe and all that crap. Thanks for watching. Bye.